Yo, what's up guys, it's Radix, and in today's video, I'm kind of doing like a beginner's guide. If you're new to the game or barely installing it, this video is for you. Even if you're a little bit advanced, I still have a couple things that might help you out, so stick around. Anyway, this is a nuke gameplay. I got a nuclear bomb, and I think I got 42 kills if I remember correctly. I think I start going off after the third time I die. But the first tip I have for you guys is use SMGs. The SMGs in this game are, I think in my opinion, are the best guns you can use. Especially the AK-74U if you're low level. If you did the login streak, I think after the third day, you got the PDW, which is the one I'm using. Which, in my opinion, I think it's better than the 74U. And I think the SMGs are the best gun in the game because they have really high damage, and they have pretty decent range, and they have a lot higher mobility than ARs, and you can kill people just as fast or even faster than ARs at medium to long range, especially once you get the long barrel attachment. But anyway, moving on, the next tip I have for you guys is always try to use cover and head glitches when you're moving around the map. That way you always have an advantage over your opponent. And I would say 90% of the time, if you're behind cover and your opponent's not, you're probably going to win the gunfight. Especially if you're behind cars. Being behind cars in this game is overpowered. They can barely see your head. And even if they have FMJ bullets, it's hard for them to shoot you. And, it takes a good amount of bullets for you to die if they shoot you behind the car. Next thing you guys can do to play better is strafing. And this is when you get stuck out in the open and you get in a gunfight, you can move left and right quickly. That way you can dodge some bullets and, kind of like confuse your enemy. And this is really effective if you have an SMG and if you have the stock attachment, which lets you move faster when you're aiming down sights. So it's pretty overpowered. Like I said, you have an SMG with the stock attachment. Next tip I can give you guys is to use advanced controls. The simple controls, I think in my opinion, suck. So use advanced controls and do a custom layout of like the buttons. I play on an iPhone 6s, so you can see I did my button layout a bit different than the original. And I think everyone should do this and find something they're comfortable with. If you guys want to find out what I did exactly, I have a previous video explaining what I did and, my preferences. And if you guys would be interested in seeing that, just go to my channel, or I'll put a link at the end of the video that takes you to that video in case you want to watch it. But yeah, everyone should do a custom layout that they're comfortable with so they can play better, because the button layout on the original just sucks too. Next thing has to do with sensitivity. If you're gonna be rushing, obviously you want a high sensitivity, especially if you're on a phone, because you don't have that much space to move your thumb around. And if you're gonna be staying back, playing a little bit more slower, maybe camping, you probably want a lower sense since you're gonna be engaging in long range gunfights. So you want to be able to control your aim a lot more. Next thing you can do to get better is to be looking at your mini-map most of the time, This way you can see where your teammates are at, what they're covering, and from this, if you're looking at this, you can also determine where the enemies are probably going to be at. Because if your team is covering the middle and the right, the enemies are probably going to be in the left, it's common sense. Next thing you can do is listen for enemy footsteps, and you can combine this with looking at the mini-map. Obviously, if you hear enemy footsteps and you look at your mini-map and there's no teammates around you, that means there's an enemy near you, so you better watch out. And another thing that I should cover is probably the best attachments for guns. For SMGs, what I recommend is running the red dot and then the grip so you can control the recoil. Stock, like I said, so you can move faster while aiming down sights. You can strafe left and right better. And then extended mag because you're going to be able to kill more people without reloading. And then for the AR, I go with red dot, also grip, and then quick draw so you can aim down faster since ARs are a bit slower to aim in. And then extended mag once again, so you have a higher chance of getting like those double kills, triple kills. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, if you use all this together, I mean, you should be able to play a lot better if you weren't doing this stuff. Some of it is common sense, you know, some of it's a little bit more advanced. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing more videos like this for this game, COD Mobile, and I'm also gonna be doing videos for Call of Duty Modern Warfare once that drops. You know, I usually play like tournaments and do videos for like S&D rush routes and S&D spots, stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe, like the channel, and you know, share it with your friends. Because like I said, I will be uploading more often. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. And peace out.